now. Come on, kill something now. Yeah.
Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 2, the Enhanced Edition, The Shadows of Arm. And when last we left off, we're at the bottom of Resurrection Gorge, seeking out the missing stones from a summoning circle that we shouldn't know are missing. But we were able to ask about them when we spoke to Winterbrook, and after quite a lot of persuasion, we were able to convince her to retrieve the one that she was guarding and give it to us. We did promise that we would help the tree out. If we're actually going to do that is another question. I don't know if using the summoning circle will make the tree any worse. That's just something we're going to have to find out later. I've equipped the ring that we bought for Hexat. We weren't really using the invisibility ring that she has, and now it's time to head down here and inevitably confront Zakramos. There's going to be a fight sooner rather than later. Now there looks to be, yep, there's a container that we can open there. Is it trapped? I'm going to guess yes it is. Yes it is! Is it locked as well? The answer is yes. And what's in here? A rogue stone! Well, that is quite a prize indeed, and we're going to put that away, and I'm going to save. I really don't know when the next fight is going to appear. It's best to keep saving, early and often. And if we do get into a pickle, we can always use that helmet that Korgan has to get a second Korgan.
Cannot hold me, Yarrow.
Okay, you're invisible. Good to know. You could attack us at any point and we wouldn't know where you were. Let's go this way before we decide to go into the tree. I'm half expecting some of these mushrooms to be part of some elaborate natural trap. There are quite a lot of skeletons here to show that there is danger. But there's no trap here. Okay. What about over here? Indeed we can't, but you're deciding not to take advantage of that, and that is your fault. Ooh. Are you going to talk to me? You're going to do nothing. Okay, you're fairy dragons, and there is the magnificent Phil. We're gonna talk to the magnificent Phil. This could end badly.
Fairy dragons. This will be aggravating.
They're harmless.
Hey you! Yeah, you! Go away! You're not welcome here!
Would that we could, but before we can leave, we need to gather the stones of summoning.
The stones of summoning, That's a tall order, whatever your name is.
My name is Terry Coleman.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Thank you. It's nice to see somebody who's so pleasant and friendly.
You may call me the great and magnificent and also irresistibly handsome Filbert.
Let's play along, shall we? It's a pleasure to meet you, great and magnificent and also irresistibly handsome Filbert.
Call me Phil, please.
Gladly.
So, what brings you to Resurrection Gorge?
Did I not mention the summoning stones?
From Furnace's circle in the Great Tree? I don't think so.
They're what brings us to the gorge. Or more precisely, the circle they were part of does.
It won't be easy to restore the circle.
Nothing here has been, but that is still what we plan to do.
Why would you want to? The circle's completion wasn't exactly a cause for celebration around these parts.
My friend here is bound in service to a Glabrazu. The circle will help him win his freedom.
Zakramos?
Probably not who we're referring to.
The demon who stalks the gorge. Your friend is bound to it?
Actually, it's about the only demon Dawn doesn't follow. He's not exactly discriminating in his quest for ultimate power.
That's no business of this dragon's or anyone else.
I'm sorry, Dawn, but I believe Phil here will respond best to forthrightness.
They're correct, Dawn. I value honesty above all else, with the possible exception of pistachios.
We don't have any of those, I'm afraid. So will you help us?
I would be happy to.
But
Once you help me.
perhaps an arrangement can be reached.
You try to extort Dornil Khan?
I'll have your skin for boots. Calm yourself, Dawn. It's only fair that we offer something in exchange for the stones.
Fair? You would speak to me of fair, while this dragon tries to steal what's rightfully ours?
Oh, Dawn, I knew this would be complicated when we went to do this quest. You're going to stubbornly resist everything, aren't you?
Oh, you don't have anything I want. Unless you've got pistachios, that is.
We don't?
No. What I want is some crystals.
Why?
Since the demon arrived, how to put this? The lady dragons, I mean, they've been a little uptight. In my experience, they find the crystals relaxing.
Where can we find these crystals?
You can find them in the northeast corner of the gorge.
Why don't you go get them yourself?
You may not have noticed this because it's invisible. But there's a Tanari demon wandering around. I'd rather not cross paths with it, if at all possible.
You'll need fear the demon no more once we complete the ritual and restore the great tree.
I admire your confidence, but you're not the first to make that claim.
So if it's all the same to you, crystals for the great, magnificent, and handsome one first, summoning stone for Half-Orc and his buddy second. And if we supply you with crystals, you'll give us the summoning stones?
We've only got one. It's very nice, though. Pink, if memory serves.
Very well. We'll return when we've got the crystals.
Watch your step. There's some nasty things out there.
I like this character. This character is awesome.
If you attempt to cheat us, Dragon, I promise you'll regret it.
I doubt he's going to.
You try to help some people, and this is the thanks you get.
I know, right?
Smell your fear.
Let us go over here. Now, we've been warned that there is an invisible demon about. I hope there is a way for us to make the demon visible. I really hope there is. Oh dear, well, we have a different problem. Corrupted Ankegs.
Yes.
Right, let us start with a fireball. A fireball might be a good idea. That certainly helped, though not as much as I wanted it to. Alright, everybody split up here, and I want you to start attacking this one, and for you to start firing arrows here. There we go. Let's see if we can take care of these quickly. The answer is kind of, maybe? Nope, not really. We need a haste spell, clearly. Let's cast that here. That'll get everybody that is fighting in melee to act faster. Now, we could do with some help here. An aerial servant, maybe? And you just need to keep attacking there. We are not doing too badly. We have one Ankeg shell here, just in case we needed more of them. We don't need more of them. That's another taken care of. We'll have you attack here. That's another taken care of. And another taken care of. And there's one more left. Marvellous. We got tiny amounts of gold, small amounts of jewelry, and now that I'm thinking about it, don't we have a really valuable necklace? Or we may have already... No, we do have a really valuable necklace. I don't know why I didn't sell it. Either way, we'll sell that when we get out of here. I say when, because I'm quite confident that we'll be able to. I'm gonna move my spellcasters and Hexat to the back here, just in case Zachromos decides to attack us. Ooh, there's a wand here. And we have some gems. Let's look at these gems. This small piece of crystal was pried from an outcropping in Resurrection Gorge. Such crystals seem to be coveted by the local fairy dragons. Or at least one of them, who claims they function as an aphrodisiac for females of the species. As for the wand, this is the Wand of Glitter Dust. Aha! This is what we're going to be using to make Zachromos appear. Found amongst the crystals spawning in a remote corner of Resurrection Gorge, there's something about this smooth piece of wood that makes you think it's more than simply a stick. Perhaps it's the shape, though that's unlikely, as there are many similarly shaped sticks to be found under nearly any tree, or the way the bark has been removed and the surface carefully polished to a smooth finish. But most likely what's intriguing you about the stick is the way the air around it, and within it, glitters with an unnatural light. Yes, now that you think about it, the glittering is definitely what sets this apart from other more mundane sticks. There's definitely something different, something fabulous about this one. Oh man, we have a Wand of Glitter Dust, and we're going to be using that to absolutely destroy Zachromos.
Release me from the gorge, Yarrow.
Let's use that later, though. Once we have given the crystal over to Phil that he wants.
You've returned. Did you bring my crystals?
We have.
That's excellent. Give them to me and I'll fetch your summoning stone.
Here you go.
Don't be a fool. Give the dragon the crystals now, and we'll never get the stone.
You don't trust the great and magnificent and also incredibly handsome Filbert?
I found verify before trusting to be a very handy policy.
Oh, come on. This is your old buddy Phil you're talking to.
My old buddy who sent me to pick crystals right over an ankeg nest.
Ah, ran into the ankegs, did you? Are there any left?
None.
That's the best news since I heard you'd brought me some crystals.
Which I'll be happy to hand over once you bring us the stone.
All right. Just wait here a few minutes. And there's your stone. Satisfied?
Very. Here are the crystals we collected.
Oh yeah. These will turn Oleska's head away from that great oaf Torden.
Good luck to you, Phil. And now we have a second one. This smooth, small stone fits into a larger circle of summoning stones. All of the stones must be in place for the circle to function.
Yes.
I really imagine that Zachramos has the other one. We're gonna have to go and get that, aren't we? Yes, we are. Now, where are you, Zachramos? You are somewhere, and I'm going to presume that until Zachramos is visible...
Release Zachramos.
Where
You'll be showered
is...
with
Oh,
gifts.
you're all the way over there, are you? Right.
Release me from the gorge,
Let's
Yarrow.
head over to where you are. Okay, the haste has worn off. And we need to be ready, because a Tanari is a dangerous threat. Yep, the game says we can't save, there are monsters
Release
nearby.
me from the gorge.
You are there, are you? Right. Glitter dust. Aha! We can see you now, Zachramos. Now we're gonna kill you.
Have you nothing else to do but
Now
bother
we're
me?
going to kill you. So, I think this is actually a time for this,
You are going
and
somewhere
that,
you do not want.
Yes.
and for us to attack you here, for you to just start hitting with the sling. You can start firing arrows, you can attack. You probably weren't expecting this, but you're going to be a problem,
What
aren't
should I
you?
fetch now?
Oh, well, that wasn't quite what you wanted to happen, I think. You probably wanted us to be absolutely overwhelmed by that, but no, we instead are just going to hit you a lot, and then
Yes.
you'll fall. Consider that we managed to deal all that damage, and I hadn't even ordered Dawn or Korgan over there. You are not perishing. You are not perishing. Are we not dealing enough damage here? We might not be dealing enough damage. Magic missile, maybe? Near death. We're just not dealing enough harm at all. I wonder why. There's 24...
Damn your hides. I am Zachramos. I'll not be laid low by such rabble.
The evidence seems to say otherwise.
I cannot deny this battle doesn't go as I anticipated.
Will you surrender?
I will not.
Not surprising.
Then pay the price. Stay your hand but a moment. I implore you.
Go on.
We can make a deal. I have much of value to offer adventurers such as yourselves.
We gotta be careful here. The bargains of the Tanari are not to be readily accepted without careful thought. What could you possibly have that we would want?
If it's power you desire, I can supply that, and more.
Wealth beyond your wildest imagining. I require the summoning stones you stole from the Great Tree Circle.
What are they worth to you?
More than your life, I can assure you of that.
My blade and the summoning stones in exchange for my life.
Drive a hard bargain, human. Then we're agreed. hand them over.
Take them and pray our paths never cross again.
Nothing would make me happier. I'd say farewell, but really, I hope you don't. And Zachramos is gone. We got a... Who got... Ah! You got the summoning stone. You also got this two-handed sword. Let's identify this. You actually don't know what that is. To be fair, I have the wrong person holding it. You know what it is, though. The Abyssal Blade. Forged in the black heart of the Abyss by Tanari sorcerers for use in the Eternal Blood War, this blade was once wielded by the infamous Babu assassin Khazrax the Gasping Death. Lore tells of a blade black as the night that Khazrax would use to slash his victims open, causing fire to briefly flare out of the flesh wound. So, it gives +1 dex, -1 intelligence, +5 slashing damage versus good aligned opponents. That probably won't have too much use, but hey. It is also a +3 sword, and it deals 1d4 extra fire damage, and a lot of people cannot use it. We can use it, though, I imagine. We can. But we have Lilikor, so you know what? You can have this blade. You can use that.
I'm waiting.
Now I think we're going to rest before we go into the tree. I don't think there's actually much else we need to look around at here. I also think we should probably remove
I'm
that.
busy, okay? I'm busy.
Let's rest.
You could never have let me live. Now pay the price.
Well, looks like we're gonna have to fight
Have
you
nothing else to
again,
do
aren't
but bother
we?
me
Well,
again.
let's go and do that, shall we? In fact, let's use this, so that we now have 2 Korgans. Oh, this was a poor mistake you made. A poor mistake. You thought that all of us was bad enough? Well, now it's all of us plus a bit extra. Let's go! Bad decision, Zachramos. Bad decision. Oh, you should have took the offer to not perish. You should have took the offer. Well, let's rest. We were awakened from our rest by an Ankeg. An Ankeg that is not going to live very long. Well, there are 2 of them. Never mind. They're not going to live very long. Nope, but we did get a summon scroll. Do you actually have that as a spell you know? The answer is no. No, you don't. Handy thing to get. And we still can't rest. Well, this is a little awkward, isn't it? I was hoping we'd be able to rest down here. But maybe we can't. Maybe rest is impossible within the gorge. We also got a single acid arrow there. Let's actually go up here and see if we can rest up here. I like the fact that because we haven't actually passed any time while we oh, hang on, there we go. We haven't actually passed any time while we were trying to rest. The Simulacrum of Korgan is still here. We're just never going to be able to rest here, are we? I don't think we are. I don't think rest is going to happen. Which is unfortunate because we're all quite tired. Maybe we can rest inside the area with the, maybe we can rest in there. There's nowhere up here that we can go.
When I first saw you, I'll admit I had doubts about you. But in slaying the Gobrizu, you have done Resurrection Gorge a great service.
All in a day's work, madam.
While Zachramos lived, I had no choice but to keep all who entered the gorge contained within it. With the demon gone, you are free to leave whenever you want.
I don't think we'll be much longer, but there's still some business I need to attend to down here.
As you wish. Take this acorn. When you're ready to depart, use it to summon me.
Excellent! We have a magic acorn of get us out of here. We still have something we need to do, though. We need to go into the tree and go and get the... Okay, I think that Korgan... Yep, that Korgan is now gone. It's a shame, because I ideally wanted that Korgan for this inevitable fight that's going to happen in here. But that will be for next time, folks. For when we come back, we're going to go into the tree and hopefully do what we need to do with the summoning circle. I doubt we need... Ooh, this has 100 uses. It can be used to command the tree to raise or lower its boughs in order to enter or exit the gorge. Could I use that to get out and rest? You know, I'm going to find out. Can I use it to rest? Do we have to put it in here? Also, I've not used this spider figurine. What does it do? Hello.
Of course.
She has nothing to say to us, apparently.
Yeah, if that's what you want.
I'm not sure this worked how I wanted it to. And so, when we come back, folks, I'll give that another try. Because I'd very much like to rest before we go in there. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks. I'll see you then. Later.